Hello, Sarah Reilly, clinical nutritionist and burnout recovery specialist. Here providing simple tips and support to help empower you, your immunity, your energy, your mood through simple tips in nutrition and lifestyle. Anything I mention is not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure disease. It's just simple tips to help empower you. Today we're going to be discussing how to neutralize stress and fear through taking action. Something I call taking action or self-mastery. And it's such an important thing right now. Today is rather critical as more heavier restrictions are being laid down across America to stay at home and severely limit your contact with others. Most of America now is being ordered to stay at home as much as possible in an attempt to slow down the spread of the coronavirus. There's a great sense for many folks of not having any control. And out of not having any control, there's a great sense of stress, fear, and panic. And the fear has actually become viral. And that fear is really our greatest opponent, because when there's high levels of fear, there's high levels of stress, and stress depletes your immune system. So the greatest antidote to fear is action. And basically, action so that you can stay focused on something other than what you're hearing on the news and absorbing other people's fear. So a way to take action is, yes, to stay at home, to limit your contact with others via personal physical contact, and to focus on you. This time is for you. Determine your day. Determine what this time is going to be for you. So this is something I'd like to mention. I actually brought it up with a client today, and it's really like how to create this time. What is this time going to be for you? This is an opportunity for you to redirect your focus, your energy, your attention. Because if you want to, you can get sucked into Fox News and every other news media outlet. And that message, that is a real message going on around the world. But right now, what you have control over, see, all of that you have no control over right now, but you have control over where is your energy, where is your focus, so that you can shape your own world. And with that, it's self-mastery. So self-mastery for self-quarantine, because why? We're all in self-quarantine, right? I'm in self-quarantine too, where I am. I'm in Mexico, and they have laid down they've laid down the law hard here, and suddenly, and it is no joke, such to extent that I am here now. This is where I have to be till this blows over because of what's happening. And so this is a time of either getting swept in and not having the control to be elsewhere, or to focus in and focus direct action. So self-mastery for self-quarantine. First, step one is a daily mission mastery. What is the day going to be for you? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? So I suggest in the morning, first thing when you wake up, that you choose something you want to create that day. So step number one is choose what you're going to create. And you write this out. Today I am going to create blank. And you choose what you're going to create. And then you write these steps. You're going to take 3 action steps towards what you are creating. Okay? And then at nighttime, you're going to review what you've created with a loved one. So this is a fun exercise to do with family. I just made it up this morning in the client session. A woman was highly stressed, and so we created an activity for her family to do. It's a self-mastery for self-quarantine, okay? And so in the morning, when you wake up, you're going to make a decision of what you want to create that day. It could just be peace in your household. It could be a new project, but write it out. Today, I am going to create blank. I'm going to take these 3 actions to move closer to creating blank. And write them out, 1, 2, and 3. And then at nighttime, share with a loved one, today I created blank. Okay? Or what is your rate of mastery is what I call it for my clients. You know, what was my rate of creation today on a scale of 0 to 10? If you're below 5, what got in your way? Was it the news? Was it Facebook? Was it interruption? What was it? Distraction? TV? What was it? And do this every day. Make yourself a 30-day self-mastery for self-quarantine challenge. to see what you want to create and how often that comes into fruition, how often you're actually manifesting that. You're creating it in your reality. Now's your opportunity to do it. So the next one is to master movement. This is the next piece of self-mastery. First, your daily mission. We just went over that. Next, master movement. Maybe it's stretching. Maybe it's learning some Pilates on a video on the internet. Maybe it's taking a short walk around the block, and if you run into anybody, keep your social distance. Maybe it's just stretching on your back patio. But movement and meeting the sun outside, meeting the sky, getting outside, breathing the fresh air. Movement to include a little bit of the outdoors, and if your weather doesn't permit it, then do your movement inside. But movement and stretching, so important. Master nourishment and hydration. Step number 3 for self-mastery. Master nourishment and hydration. We've talked a lot about nourishment so far in these previous videos, but keeping the nourishment high. I love to begin a smoothie in the day. If you don't have my Smart Smoothie Guide yet, go to getnourished.net and pull that off the Smart Smoothie Guide off my website. Next, you can, for lunch, have a little bit of animal protein and lots of vegetables, all right? And some olive oil or avocado oil along with that. For dinner, I suggest creating crock pots or pressure cookers, that type of thing. We're going to be going over more of that, and I'm going to have a free resource for you real soon. But getting those ideas going right now, and getting nourishment going so it's flowing through your house every day. Master it. If you need any support, you can get it here. You can always go into a Meet with Sarah, Optimize Your Immunity strategy session, all right? Because this is a time for you not to mess around with nourishment. You need the nourishment right now. And then master breath and meditation, okay? Mastering your breath. I suggest for right now, I call it Take 8 to Feel Great, but mastering your breath is really just breathing in through your belly, just your belly for a count of 8, all the way like a big Buddha belly. When you feel that pressure in your pelvic floor and your belly can't expand anymore, you've done it right. And then breathing out for a count of 8. So you're breathing in for a count of 4, holding for a count of 2, and then breathing out like you're whistling out for a count of 8. All right, it's called Take 8 to Feel Great. I'm going over that further in future videos, but this is just part of the mastery. Master your breath and your meditation. Next is mastering the messages that you allow in. Master and take a diet on the media, okay? Take a media detox for right now. Give yourself a break. Maybe you watch it for 1 hour a day total, and then you return to your self-mastery for self-quarantine. I can't tell you how important this is, because if the news is your channel that you're running in your brain, you have no other place to go but to be stressed. So choose for yourself. How are you going to create your day? How are you going to create your life as you emerge from this cocoon of self-quarantine? So what messages are you allowing in? What channel are you running in your brain? Are you running self-mastery, or are you running a news media outlet? Okay? What is your channel? What channel do you choose for yourself? I hope some of these tips have helped you. Again, this is self-mastery for self-quarantine. Your daily mission mastery, those 3 steps to create something in your day. Your mastery of movement. Your mastery for nourishment and hydration. Your mastery for breath and meditation and visualization. We'll go over that more, but I gave you just a little tool right there. And then mastery of the messages that you allow in every day, every second of the day. All right? So I hope some of this helps you. If you need further guidance on nutrition, supplementation, and how to optimize your own immunity, feel free to schedule a Meet with Sarah Optimize Your Immunity Strategy session. I'm here to support right now during this time. I'll be doing these Facebook Lives daily during self-quarantine. Thank you so much, and may you be well and thrive. Bye-bye.